Peace, peace. Welcome back. Welcome back to another astrological analysis. Today will be Elon Musk. This is going to be a very unbiased analysis. All right. Trying to keep it short, concise, to the point. If you enjoy the content that you've come here for, please help out this channel with liking this video, subscribing, leaving a comment if you will, and sharing it with somebody that will also find enjoyment in this content. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, so first, starting right off. So this is the chart for like the middle of next week. I like to jump ahead in the future most of the time. So I'll just to for those of you that are new, for the basic readings I do for YouTube, I just keep it very, very simple, super basic, so that a 5-year-old can understand it. So I don't get too deep, or at least I try not to get too deep. When I do, I try to catch myself. Okay, keep it at the ground level. Okay, so with that being said, let's get right into it. Um, First, we can see that Elon Musk is going through his Chiron return, right? Chiron is at his natal position. He's going through his Lilith return. Okay, so I'm just going to point out a few things. I try to get to like 6 or 9 different things. Okay, so first things first, Elon Musk is going through his seventh house perfection. Well, first he's going through his sixth house perfection year right now, but he's going to go through his seventh house in June. So this year for him, I am willing to bet that not only did he do a lot of traveling, but behind the scenes there was a lot of health issues going on, probably traveling to get some health issues under control, under wraps, um, going beyond the United States for that help. Because there was some things that he couldn't see. It was beyond him, right? Because in the opposing house, he has Ceres at the 26th degree, right? So just health problems popping up out of nowhere. Learn how to take care of himself. Um, so in his blind spot, you can also see, some financial things that he likes to keep under wraps when it comes to his contracts, the money that he has coming in, how he makes his money. Um, and I think that this is, you know, interesting, especially during this time, what he does behind the scenes to gain power, what he does behind the scenes to gain power and hidden managerial positions that he has behind the scenes, which I'm pretty sure everybody already sees it now. But that's something that he is going through this year. But also, more importantly, it's um, this hidden power that he has due to foreign agencies. He has some type of working relationship with foreign agencies. Mhm. This adds to how he makes his money. This adds to how he goes about, enjoying his luxuries because the ruler of his six is in his fifth at the 27th degree. All right. So this is honestly what his security is tied to right now and how his security is rapidly growing, it's all hidden behind the scenes. Why? Because the fifth house opposite the 11th house is directly connected to how he makes his money. His financial means are connected through, I don't want to say donations, but like people believing in what his ability to do things and his ability to, um, kind of like people see him as like Rayman in a way, his ability to be meticulous with his own finances. And so people donate their finances, and that's how he gains his money, right? That's his 11th house. And that's his his friendships are directly connected to financial gains. Can you make money for me? All right, let's be friends. And then he will, within that friendship, see how he can dive even deeper into that friendship and unpack it and make more money because his Pallas Athena is in a Venus deacon at the ninth degree. So it expands that ability to make more money throughout that friendship. And he often becomes their hidden enemy if you look at the Lord of his 11th. But we're not going to go that deep. We're not going to go that deep. Let's bring it on back to the basic. So this is where he's at right now in the sixth house this year. But going to his seventh house, I mean, it's lukewarm. Homeboy's about to get real hot because Capricorn represents power, presidents, governance. Seventh house, that's establishing even more contracts, gaining even more enemies. Hell, even garner garnering a relationship because of the power that he is gaining. But I'm telling you, his relationships that he's forming, they're going to be smiling in his face, right? But talking behind his back, doing some other things behind his back as well. Because the Lord of his seventh, where is in his 12th, hidden enemies in a Mercury deacon. But that's that's dangerous play right there. That's dangerous play. Um, because the house that he's going into for his solar return, which we'll look at shortly, what the planet is going to be doing on his solar return. I'm telling y'all, it's people continuing to buy. Well, let me not go down my whole spiel. Um, the way that he is garnering power, right? I mean, it's full steam ahead when this solar return comes through because it's going to be increasing his ability to form these relationships. Look at the position that Saturn is in, trining Uranus, trining Pluto. I mean, shit. I mean, do we even need to continue? Just trining Uranus alone. Uranus is in Libra at the ninth degree. So that's expanding his ability to gain even more money through these partnerships, through these contracts, which is a big catalyst to his ability to make money. It's a big foundation to his money. These contracts, he gets people in these binding agreements, through whatever means that he gains power. His Saturn is in the 12th here, and he locks the man. And I mean, look how close his Lilith is. to Uranus. You got Lilith at the third degree in a Venus deacons. You know, that's a six. That's a separation of six. It's an orb of six, right? Between Lilith and Uranus. So the way that he likes to make money is through manipulation. I mean, if his Lilith is unevolved, he knows exactly what to say to make money. Lilith at the third degree. So close to Uranus, right? Big business, partnerships, networking, Uranus. Pluto, all about power in this third house in Virgo, right? So that explains, I don't need, let me keep it basic, but that explains the legs that his Lilith, or his, what do you call it, Saturn can stand on in this 12th. So that's the house that he's going into for a solar return. But just in general, let me reel it on back. Just explain some basics. So, who Elon is a person. Why he is so adamant about children is because he has the sun representing children at the fifth degree, representing children, and the moon deacon representing birth, and Cancer representing birth. Okay. Look how close it is to his ascendant. All right. Is that orbit 8? I mean, and I mean, it's conjunct Mercury. That's why he talks about it so much. Hey, have babies, have babies, have babies. And I don't know how many children he has, but I think he has a lot, if I'm not mistaken, because in his fourth house, you have Uranus. All right. So I wouldn't be surprised if he has a lot of children with multiple women. If it's not multiple women, I mean, maybe two or three, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's multiple women. Um, so yeah, big on his mom, big mama's boy, right? Big mama's boy. The ruler of his first is in his third, huh? At the eighth degree. Hmm. Is that his real mom? Let's not go that deep. Let's not go that deep. Let's keep it basic. Let's keep it basic. What else can we say about Elon? He likes to take care of his siblings in private. Nobody really knows about that financially. Randomly, he'll probably have siblings just come and ask for money. At least he don't know that's how his siblings view him. His siblings can even be some of his hidden enemies, having Gemini in his 12th. I mean, hell, he could use unconsciously or, more than likely something that he doesn't know, that's unbeknownst to him that other people probably can see is that he controls his siblings, um, you know, through financial means. right? Lord in his 12th and his first and a Pluto deacon, 14th degree, precisely. What else can we say here? So the reason why he's so gung ho about artificial intelligence is because Aquarius in his eighth house, and he has Mars in Aquarius. Okay. And when you have Mars in Aquarius, that really um gets the flame going, really that's your motivation, that's your MO, right? Like, but really diving deep into like the inner workings of AI, more so than people know about, like deeper than the surface level. It's in the eighth house, deep psyche. And this is even tied to his soul mission, if you will. But more so, you know, um, it's his soul mission is like a lot deeper within like establishing groups and things of that sort, but we won't get into that. But every time he has like a important milestone in his life, um, a auspicious meeting, triggering life event, then what happens is he'll meet the right person, right? He'll meet the right person. They'll f- add to his financial means in a way, and it will help him establish more legs in his like artificial intelligence ventures. Like those downfalls, if you will, like kind of motivates his psyche because his Mars is at the 20th degree, the highest Pluto Scorpio degree, right? And Mars is in the traditional house of rules. So in doing that, these meetings open the door and shines light on his soul mission. It kind of like ties him in a bit deeper. But I'm not gonna give this man a free reading over here. So let me get from over there. Um, Nobody. Yeah, I bet that. I mean, the reason why he's so used to contracts is because that's how he knows his parents, right? He was always gone overseas, away. And this formed his process of thinking, like his ways of, you know, his parents, his was a playground of how to manipulate people, how to say the right things to, get what you want and get people under these contracts. Oh, you've been gone away for this long. I miss you, blah, blah, blah. To make it better, how about you pay me this amount for this long? You know? You think I'm joking? Look where his Venus is. His Venus is in the 12th house at the 19th degree. That's a Libra degree. Let me get you under contract, boy. I'm not playing. You know? And that's also, ties into the connection with his siblings, but let's not get into that. Elon's the golden boy. Um, all right. So looking at the chart of Elon Musk in the United States, just to point out a few things, you can see why he wants to gain power through his contracts here. It started off with contracts, but wait, there's more. All right. Let me just say this. Elon Musk, Jupiter is in the 12th house of the United States. The house of hidden enemies. Um, and what's interesting here is that his Neptune is in the first house of the United States in Sagittarius. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So, who's holding the strings? He's here, but who's holding the strings? Well, I'll I'll step a foot in a toe in the rabbit hole before I let you go to kind of give you a glimpse into that. But if you watching this video, I know you already know. Y'all are intelligent as hell. Um, I love when y'all leave me comments. So what else? So you can see he is obsessed with getting this power in the United States. His Pluto's in the 10th house. I say it again, his Pluto is in the 10th house of the United States. His Pluto is conjunct the Neptune. But wait, there's more. Neptune is at the 22nd degree. His Pluto is at the 27th degree. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying, actually, before I say this, hold up. Mhm. I'm not saying anything, but look, I'm just saying that by any means necessary, very meticulous on how to get there too. His moon is in the 10th house of the United States. Okay. Now remember everything that I said. Now look at his Uranus and Lilith are in the 11th house of the United States. And his Uranus is conjunct Saturn. So the contracts that he is establishing here, through his partnerships, through his networking, his even his personal relationships, they are ultimately to gain power because the Saturn is at, or the United States. No, I'm sorry. Saturn is at the 14th degree here. So yeah, that's definitely um mm, financial power. Wait a minute. Something just hold up now. 1 second. Okay, so the thing here is that with his obsession with power here in the United States and being, Virgo energy is, you know, although Virgo has a lot of amazing qualities, it rules the house of bad omens. Okay. It rules the house of bad omens. And if you can see here, look at this Pluto. Look at this Pluto. It is squaring so much. It is squaring Jupiter, Venus, and Mars. Okay. And it's conjunct Neptune. And when it's conjunct Neptune, the reason why important here is because Neptune is at the 22nd degree, and that is the unaliving of a presidential power. Okay. That's the unaliving of a presidential power. Done through backstabbing, done through double talk, double speak, done through lowering security. Who's holding the strings? The reason I'm saying that is because it's the Pluto here is squaring Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter here is you know in an eighth house. Venus is in the eighth house. Most importantly, Mars is in the seventh house of open enemies. So it's like I said earlier, not to sound redundant, but that Pluto, that obsession with the power here, using your deep psychological maneuvering to get there. And then once you're there, you're cold as ice. That's that Scorpio, you know. How's the story go? The Scorpio got a ride from the frog or something like that. I always fell asleep or I was stoned or something. But um that's Pluto, you know. That can be the dark side of Pluto. Pluto has some wonderful sides as well. Every planet has a dark side. But since Pluto is squaring Mars here, let me just leave it at that because I don't want to get too deep because this will turn into a whole reading. I can feel myself wanting to go deep, but we're not going to go there. So that is the connection that Elon has with the United States. But since everything has, two sides, he's also going to be, you know, trying to establish ways for people to come together, people to have babies, you know. It's going to be big on that. Big on um I wouldn't even be surprised if an app came from it. Right? Donald Trump and Elon Musk, their relationship. I won't get too deep because I don't know how I'm doing with time here, but yeah, Mercury in the hidden enemy skybox, the house of hidden enemies. When I say the house of hidden enemies, I'm referring to the 12th house here. It rules over karma, subconscious mind, hidden enemies, dreams, foreign imprisonment, asylums, a bunch of things. A bunch of things. Um, so Elon Musk also has Mars in Donald Trump's seventh house here. Now, the thing that's so important to point out here is that, let me see before I say this. Mm. His relationship with Donald Trump is, in a way, um, his Venus is in Donald Trump's 11th house. Okay. And Elon Musk has a Venus of 19 degrees. So it's 19 degree, their partnership, their relationship, the foundation of it is paper, right? Because he was able to use his use his contracts for Donald Trump to expand his networking in order for him to, you know, do certain things. That's Gemini related. I'm not gonna start any conspiracies here. Let's just say that Saturn is in the same house, keeping it pushing. Um, so when you have somebody that has their sun in your 12th house, they can often feel like overshadowed by you. And so sometimes this can be a iffy position because they will often do what they can to um outperform you, to do better than you, to one up you, to make a better speech than you, right? Yeah, because his sun is here is at the fifth degree, and his Mercury here is at the eighth degree. It's pretty damn close. So I mean, that is going to burn itself out eventually. It's going to be too much cutting off, too much upstaging. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And he has his Priapus in Donald Trump's eighth house. I don't know. I don't know. That's and it's in Pisces again. So that is literally, getting in. Let me see where his best is at before I say this. 28th degree. Oh yeah. That's literally getting in the way of somebody's like what their sacred practices, like the hearth of somebody, like their sacred rituals that makes them feel connected to their own ways of spiritual practices. It's um your balls, for lack of better words, getting in the way of that, you know, like it's going to be an annoyance type of thing where it's like, hey man, I really can't get my chi going on because it's like you always trying to bro me or one up me, or it's giving like um hidden enemy energy, and it's going definitely gonna pick up on that. It's gonna be a very Pisces type of um connection, intuitive, like, "Oh, okay, I see what this is right now." I'm not gonna tell you what that day is because I haven't done enough. I haven't even really looked into this at all. This is all freestyle as you're hearing it. I'm just looking into it. So, I mean, you can just look at the alignments and tell that this will eventually burn itself out, especially with Elon Musk being so invested in Donald Trump's finances. Like, I mean, all up in his money. Yeah. Um, and let me just say one more thing because this can go on forever. I will say too, though, that he is good at making Donald Trump more money, right? Um, he's been good at influencing him on what to do with when it comes to contracts, when it comes to networking. Okay. Um, so I mean, let me just say this. I'm not gonna say not speculative or anything, you know, when I say there is a energy of foreign connection, foreign ties in Elon's chart right now, not only in his you can see it and analyze it in his chart, but you can intuitively pick up on it when you're reading his chart. That's how it goes when you're reading somebody's chart. You can start to intuitively pick up on their energy because you have their incarnation information. So, um, the rise of May Musk, China's love affair with Elon Musk's mother. China's love affair with Elon Musk's mother. How do you get to the seed? I will say this summer, around his solar return, a lot of attention will be on Elon Musk. He's going to have Jupiter in his first house. I wouldn't even be surprised if he was to have another child. I would not be surprised if he was to have another child. Um, like actually around his solar, around his solar return, either have another child or conceive another child around his solar return. Some damaging information could come to Elon Musk from his one of his children. If it already hasn't happened. Um, I wouldn't be surprised because he's going through his Chiron return, unscathed. I mean, well, it could be what the things he's dealing with right now. His rise to power, you know, um, because his Chiron is at a 13th degree here. So it's like it's on his road to power, on his, let's say he was an ant trying to get to the rose, he's always going to run into those thorns because where his Chiron is. His Chiron is square as ascendant. His Chiron is square as sun. So it's on you can continue to try to make it to that rose, but look how the game is set up for you. So yeah, I would not be surprised if one of his children came out and said something damaging to him. I mean, his public image is definitely going to go through some reforming here because he's going to have Saturn enter into his 10th house and Neptune enters into his 10th house. Um, so the transiting Chiron is going to be like right up, almost close to his midheaven. So like right around the solar return, maybe the end of summer, something like that, some major news could come out about Elon Musk. Um, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Like the care of his children, some damaging news from his children, you know. Um, if not from his children, then one of his businesses. one of his businesses, employees complaining, that type of thing. How he manages his business. His legacy can be crippled from this, seeing how where Saturn is. Okay. I'm not going to talk about what happens with Saturn and Neptune are in the same house because we have all been experiencing it. Um, and I hope that I kept this as basic as possible. I really do. Um, so we are at the end of this video. If you like this content, I know I wasn't super energetic like my normal readings. I was, just super chill, super chill. I'm here. Just picking up on the vibes of the day. So I appreciate you being here. And if you made it this far, and if you haven't hit the like button, if you're not subscribed, come on, you might as well be subscribed. Go ahead and leave a comment. Just to let me know that you're here. I really do like genuinely appreciate y'all. I'm not just saying that to because it's a YouTube thing to say, but it's a connection here that's established when I put out a video, especially when I freestyle a astrological analysis and then you like it and then it's like a reciprocal energy exchange. So I appreciate that connection that we can build here on the internet. So I will see you all in the next video. Much love to you. Peace out.